I need a doorbell or something. Okay. What am I dealing with today? What am I dealing with today? I'm the invisible people. Seven ones. I'm ready to take positive action to achieve what I want in life. I trust in my path. I have what I need to reach my destination. I do. Oh, hello, Sherry. How are you? I might use these cards today. The Ace of Cups tells you to be open to love. There could be a new love coming your way. I am creating a secure future for myself and my family. Ten of Pentacles. This tells you savings are important. It's to do with money. It says I'm creating a secure future for myself and my family. I just pick one more. I just feel like one more. I want this one here. The truth that I seek is within me. The Hermit. Solitude. Alone time. You need some alone time. You're trying to put away your nuts. You're squirreling away your nuts. And you are open to love. And aces are always new beginnings. Cups are feelings. So let's see what we've got. We've got a time to give rather than take. Virgo energy. Figure shit out on your own. It's the card to stop asking people like Google. Motivation. You need to have a bit more motivation. You might have a new career. There was a new beginning here, so there could be a new career or a new love, or the card was indicating love, but it could be a new beginning of any kind. Make a meal. Make sure you're eating healthy. And make sure you don't put any packet foods in there. The card's telling you to have a massage and to meditate. You can take this card here too. I don't know why. It's a miracle card. So all of your hard work here is going to pay off. Because you got the miracle card, so you can't lose. Is it okay if I move on to the next person, Sherry? Or did you want to ask a question before I move on? At Spider Boy, you're next. What question would you like to ask, Sherry? Or are you, that was enough? And I'll just do a general read. I'm only doing really a one card, but I'll do a couple of cards. It'll be fine. I've been getting used to these ones. These are my new deck. So at Spider Boy, this is your read. I did that, not the cards. Okay, this shows you might be leaving a situation. There's something is ending and you're basically turning your back on it and leaving, walking away. The next card is Judgment, so it's a major card. The Judgment is concerned with consequences and balance. You might have legal matters that will go in your favor, or you could have police interaction, even something to do with legal matters and judgment. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so there's a rabbit, there's fertility, and there's money. So we've got a nurturing, caring queen who's intuitive, and I'm just going to read my book. Okay, my dog's on my computer too. It's a pain. I'm not good with the court cards yet. I'm still learning them. They're really hard because they're hard to tell apart. A generous woman's support. In addition to practical support, wisdom, good financial management, and financial help, the Queen of Pentacles can show marriage and money coming to a couple. It is a card for good health, a sensual life, sex life, and fertility. This queen is well off, generous, and supportive. She likes the good things in life and knows how to spend money on beautiful things, on gifts for loved ones, and on herself. She's physically affectionate and hands-on in her projects. She'll lend practical help. She commonly shows up as a benefactor and reminds you to care for your body and your finances. So I think after this situation that you've left, and the judgment, like the balance and the consequences, that this is a really promising card to start your future on. Pregnant with ideas, with sex, love, passion, and money. I'll do a couple of oracle cards for you. Okay, consult an expert. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. You might need to call an expert in. Ground yourself. So walk barefoot on the earth at least every day. Ground. Health checkup. Just go to the doctors and get a few blood tests and make sure everything's all right. Saying you need a health checkup. Self-love. Now, everyone needs self-love. Get some self-love, everyone. Stop asking about your soulmates and start asking about your self-love. Because I got to tell you, the only way to find your soulmate is to do the self-love. Take time out from the world. Spend more time alone. Meditate or go to a retreat. You need a little bit of space. Saying spend some time alone. Hi, Kay. Is that okay at Spider Boy? That was your read. I'm going to move on to Kay now. Okay. No problem at Spider Boy. Okay, we're doing you now. Okay, you got the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is a money card, and pages are always apprentices. So he could be doing money management. The Page of Pentacles reveals progress and adventure, as well as auspicious new beginnings. This is a time to nurture your skills and abilities. There will be good news concerning finances, business, education, and travel. This page also highlights the need for management in work matters. There may be an opportunity to manage people and projects. There may be a job offer or an offer made on a property. Beware, as there is a real need for attention to detail now and for diligence in all practical affairs. Double check all arrangements and agreements. So just watch the small print, okay, and make sure you know what's expected of you and what's expected of everyone else that's in the contracts with you. Okay, I'll pull some oracle cards for you. I have about 16 decks that I've mixed up and I sectioned them out. So I picked this section for you. Be aware, I've got some Australian cards in here that do swear. They're very Australian. Oh, we got a heap then. Okay. I feel my way into faith one step at a time. The way to do anything is one step at a time. So that's great that you can understand that you do things one step at a time. When I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. That one is also true. You have to be the one to change things. When I'm tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant. That's super true. I'm in the energy of abundance. I'm not rich, but I don't need money anymore. Self-employment. See, this card says self-employment. Perhaps you are working for yourself or you would like to start a business. Adjustments are required. So you might need to make some adjustments at home or with your finances or with your family. Take time to breathe out. You've got a lot of moon energy, and the moon energy brings security, instincts, and emotions. We've got moving, so it could be moving forward, it could be moving back. It doesn't say which way. The universe has big plans for me, and it's time to claim them. Believe that, and you will claim them. I am kind and loving towards others while creating clear boundaries that protect my good feeling emotions. Yes, you must always have clear boundaries, otherwise that's where we're failing and that's where our sense of self-worth is going down. This card is telling you to join in, and this card tells you to do a new exercise project. You're being asked to watch your intentions and make sure your intentions are always good. And you need to be aware of your worthiness. Know that you deserve and receive in all ways. The universe is always conspiring to support me, guide me, and lead me compassionately towards my highest good. There's some cards for you. Excuse me, hey. Hey. I don't know. No, I didn't tell him then. I gotta go because I'm online. Okay. So there's 4 people in the room. Does someone want to ask a question or something? There should be one person I haven't done a read for. I've got different kinds of cards, so If you'd like an Australian experience, I've got an Aboriginal Elders set. I've got numerology. I've got self-love. I've got my special Ascension I Am pack. I've got my Light Workers pack. I've got Romance pack. I've got the Lovers Tarot, and plenty of articles. And I just got these new cards today. So, new cards today. I love them. They feel a bit cheap on the other side, but they look good. And I've decided to make my own pack of cards. I had someone else ask a question like that. You phrase it so weirdly. Um, your ancestors were probably walking around the bush, hunting and gathering. But I don't know what you expect the cards to say. Because you're asking about your ancestors, I'm going to use the Aboriginal Ancestors deck for you. This has all the ancestral. Hey Sherry, I'll just do K with one of the Aboriginal Elders cards. Okay. So, okay, now these cards come two different ways. So over one side we've got joyful and it's further away from me. On this side we've got sad. So maybe you're feeling a little bit sad. So we've got joyful and sad. In sadness, there can still be moments of joy. The goal is to allow the joy to become more dominant as the sadness slowly passes with time. There is no embarrassment in feeling sad. Taking time out to feel sad is quite okay, but do not become despondent. Do not shut out the light as the gloom that surrounds you is not you. You need to open the curtains to let the outside in. Just as there is a time to rejoice, there are times to feel dejected and heartbroken. You feel sad as there have been many, many wonderful, joyous moments, and now a hole exists where they once were. So be thankful for playing your part of something larger than yourself. Be grateful for the occasion. Rejoice in the memories which, although tinged with sadness, will never be lost in time. So, Kay, you might be feeling some sadness. Or someone around you that you support could even be feeling some sadness. It would either be you or someone close to you that's affecting you. What's coming towards me for the rest of August? Okay. You're going to get bored with my reads if you're asking for the rest of August and I'm doing daily ones. Okay. We've got the cutting off your nose to spite your face. We've got pregnancy, new ideas, new children, and we've got parties and celebrations. I'm going to read out the long version of these for you. It helps me remember it anyway. So, so this card shows that you're bored and you're going to cut off your nose to spite your own face. Do you know what that means? It means like literally you cut off your nose just to make your face angry. Like maybe someone is taking advantage of you, so you're like cut them off. That's what I mean by cutting. Yeah, it's you really cutting something off, either cutting it off from both you and them or just them. The Empress shows pregnancy. We got growth, children, motherhood. I just have a look at my cheat sheet. Resourcefulness. She's Venus, creativity. So Venus is pleasure, sensuality, and passion. So pregnancy and new stuff, children, and yeah, you've got a very exciting life. We've got Three of Cups, this celebration card. There's three ladies. They're having a party, going cheers, and there's a pumpkin there, which actually has significance, but I can't remember. It's a celebration, so I will read the Empress for you. Actually, I'll skip the Empress. I know that one. Three of Cups. It's time to celebrate. The Three of Cups shows parties and reunions, from anniversaries, christenings, weddings, and birthdays to a great night out or a weekend away with friends and family. This is a time for indulgence and reward, to enjoy others' company, be carefree, and have simple fun. Whatever your pleasure. The three ultimately reveals emotional and or physical healing. Spending time with people who make you feel good raises your vibration and energy levels. It's time to let your talent shine. So this card says, get your party on, Sherry. You have to find new interests. Why? What's wrong with your old interests? Did someone steal them? Um, I never stop learning new things and doing new things. I wasn't even psychic last year. And I'm going to tell you guys, there's no such thing as psychic. It is the connection from my soul to God, or the source of wherever these souls come from, and your connection to the same source. And so I just simply connect to the source, and he's like a switchboard in between us. That way I'm not connecting my cards to negatively emotional people all the time and having to clean them. Mine stay clean, just being, I just connect them to the source. But there's plenty to do. Like, why don't you decode the Bible or do the sovereignty puzzle? That was whacked out. Why don't you turn on your psychic abilities? I got exercises that I do it. Like I literally didn't open my third eye. I kicked the shit out of my lid and knocked it down. And I'm gonna say now my antipsychotics are starting to wear off. I'm starting to see the invisible people again. But I'm just chilling because I know that they're there and I know that they're not going to hurt me or anything. I don't have to run around and go, what the fuck is that? And poke at everything like I did last time. Yeah, life is all about learning. The minute you, the problem, okay, I've done a lot of magnificent, magical, fantastical, unbelievable things. But I did them because I didn't think that anything was impossible. I'm curious. I can see patterns and codes because of my autism. And I don't think I know everything. With, I got to say, a lot of people, you're getting your information from hearsay, and then you're telling another person without double checking any of your information. And I simply just went around and checked all my information. That's the difference between you and me. So I went and checked all my information, and I turned on my bullshit meter. So I was like, hang on, that doesn't make sense. So then after I thought that doesn't make sense, I thought, well, what does make sense? And then crazy shit started happening. Like at times I didn't know what the hell was going on because it was like one of those movies where you go, well, I've got a time machine, so I must have left this here. And then all of a sudden you just lift it up and the thing that you're looking for is there. That's kind of what I've been doing. It's been like being in a movie, actually. So if any of you people say you're awake or woken and you didn't go through a period of time where you felt like you were the lead in a movie, then you are not awake. You just think you are and you're just saying you are. I don't know why I picked these. I'm not picking them for anyone. So I'm just going to read this out as a general. So we've got the need for a bit of money management. We've got Wheel of Fortune, change, fate, luck, and then we've got backstabbing, not backstabbing, gossiping and watching your back, and I think that's winning the battle, but there's no victory. I'm not sure. I have to look up. So what new interests do you think you'll get, Kay? My friends just started doing miniatures. I just started doing tarot. Basically, you can do anything you put your mind to. You just have to believe you can do it. That nothing is impossible, and that impossible doesn't apply to you. And you have to really believe it, because one of the magic powers here is belief. And I was really disappointed because I was like, oh, all I had to do was believe in myself, and I could have done all of this anyway. It's just none of us believe in ourselves. I noticed, like, because I read the tarot, you guys are so focused on love that you're not fixing yourself, and you're not you're not providing a good partner to find a perfect match, that soulmate that you're looking for. You're offering a half-assed pro- product, really, in yourself, because you're not investing in yourself either. Um, it really gets my goat when I get asked about, will SM leave their ex and marry me? I'm like, they're a shit person. Why are you chasing someone who's shit? Um, it's a little bit hard because I don't want to tell people just outright, you're with a shit person, you need to leave right now. Their heartstrings are calling there. But if you're like trying to find your husband with someone else's boyfriend, that's not your husband. That's probably not even her husband, because once a cheater, always a cheater. The only time you can change cheating is if you get your heart broken, and men don't involve their hearts as much as their heads. Okay, I got the Hermit. I'm pulling cards for me. Okay, so I need some alone time, some thinking time. I'm working on a project, and learning tarot at the same time. That's all right, Kay. So I've got moving forward, lizards of regeneration, the wands are actions, moving forward with an action. Being defensive. Yeah, I'm a bit defensive all the time. I have to calm that down now that I'm on YouTube and that. It gets boring pulling your own cards. So do you guys want to talk or something? I know lots of stuff about lots of stuff. And I'm blabbing all the secrets because I've been activated to interact with you guys and give you some answers that you might be seeking that you can't find. I'm humbly a genius. Only 2% of the world's population are smarter than me. When I was tested, and I might have just had a good day, but I doubt it because, yeah, I knew the answers. So, and it wasn't that I knew the answer. I'm autistic, so I know the pattern, and I just knew the next one in the pattern. It's not about doing mathematics when you do math tests, it's about patterns. Okay, so there's a few ways you can manifest. The best way to do it when you're a beginner is to get a vision board, to visually see the thing that you want, walk past it, and then you've got to use a 3x3 spell. So 3 is a magic number in the matrix. So you should start using it all the time. It totally skips levels. So you might, I don't know, brush your hair 3 times. You might say something 3 times to someone before you chuck the chips. You might go past your vision board 3 times a day and touch them 3 times. Just whatever you can do to include 3 in your life, do it immediately. Yeah, do it immediately. It totally skips things. Now, you're manifesting in that you're going, oh, I hope this doesn't happen. And you're worrying about things, all bad things that could happen. And you're worrying about all the good things that could happen. And you're not worrying about the thing that you're planning, right? So, what you're actually doing is you're blocking the universe off from every other path but the one that you choose. And when you manifest all the negativities and all the positivities, they cancel out those ideas. So you can no longer go on those paths. So what you have to do, and it's really, really hard at first, you've got to start paying it forward, and you've got to start manifesting correctly. You need an empty mind. You can't have thoughts and worries and problems. And the only way to do that is to go through a really big soul searching thing where you've got to forgive everyone and yourself, and you've got to say sorry to everyone and yourself and believe it. Like, you have to literally do your own judgment and see if you're good enough to go and see God and do a judgment with Him. And if you think you're pretty right, then you're ready. Like, I had to do a million things. Like, I was a bit of a shitty person, really, I gotta say. I was negative, um, angry, felt like someone owed me something, because I was an abused child. Um, and I'm lazy. Like, so all my life, I haven't hidden that I'm smart. I've just been lazy. I've literally just been lazy. And now I can't believe it because I'm aware of how smart I am and how much time I've wasted. And you need to be able to manifest with nothing in your mind and just go, I want, say, I lost my dog. It was 3 months. I was like, I want my dog. I want my dog. I want my dog. I want my dog. I didn't think how I was going to get my dog. I just thought, I want my dog. He's going to come back to me. He is mine. I am his. We belong together. We will be drawn to each other. We will come back together. That is manifestation. So by thinking and believing those things, it makes them true. And it's a bit of a loophole in the majority rules of the Matrix, because the reason that you are born, you live, and you die is because the TV programmed you and the church told you that you will die. Well, because my God wouldn't give you an eternal soul and a 5-second body. Like, my God is smart enough to know that we have eternal bodies and we are eternal like our God. Um, we're the only entities in the place that I know of that have souls, and it was definitely an accident, but a happy accident. But I actually think we might be still, because you know how we live, we have children, and then we die, and then we get recycled and we have more children, and I think that we might be stealing souls from the God. Like, it's a long story, but I won't get into it. But yeah, I've got a feeling we're stealing the souls. The Vatican might be trying to kill our God. Oh no, I don't believe our body dies. Um, Look, I'm a shapeshifter and a reptilian. Um, I was still getting ID checked when I was 35. Um, I'm 45 now, and I do not look my age, and my body is a 20-year-old. Um, because I don't believe in aging and that. I figured I'd need to be a little bit more mature, so I made myself a bit more mature. But then I was like, yeah, I don't want to look 45, so I'm going to just look 35 or 40. Um, but your body is self-healing, self-clearing. I want you to know that you do not have a body. You do not have a body here. There is no body around you. Okay? I saw. I saw what's happening. I saw it with my own eyes, and I showed other people. So I know it's happening. And this is legitimately what is going on. You are in a booth. You are in a virtual reality booth. You have a geometric pattern lid over the top of you. I am in a different kind of booth. I'm standing up. I have a clear lid in front of me. There were people around me, like a dark one and a light person, but I couldn't see them because I couldn't lift my eyelids sufficiently to have a look. I could peek, but I couldn't look. They were betting on me, and the dark being was getting angrier, and the light being was laughing his ass off. And it pleased me that I was pleasing the light being and annoying the dark being, because I thought they were like God and Satan, but I don't know if they are. But when I worked out what I could see, I went around and asked a whole heap of other people what they saw. So we've got like an invisible shield in front of you, right? It's in your eye, and that blocks off all this invisible stuff that you can't see. The TV is on the same frequency as your God, and you are tuning him out with your TV. Quite literally, if you watch TV, you can't go to heaven because you can't see God. They're poisoning us with the food and the water. So the way I got my third eye open was I had filtered water, and I had to make whole soup at home like with vegetables and chicken and water only. No, no extra additives of anything at all. I came across that they are putting some kind of magical meat flavor enhancer in our stuff that has no meat in it. Like, say, a packet of Twisties has a meat enhancing flavor. And I googled what human meat would taste like, and it said it would taste like a cross between beef and pork. which is exactly what McDonald's tasted like. So I researched that, and at the time, there was a news article that there was human meat found in the McDonald's factory in America. So the Vatican are trying to get the soulless bodies. So I actually think they're going to eat you guys after they take your souls. Um, the Vatican are really bad. They're a Roman cult, not a church, and they've secretly taken over all of the baptisms in every church since 1933, and everyone that's been baptized is on a borrowed soul. So the minute that you die, your soul will get ripped away from you and go to wherever they've contracted it to, either themselves or to Satan. I'm assuming Satan because I saw that a big Satan room, but it doesn't matter because I've got the Satan, so you don't have to worry about that contract. I already sorted that out for you guys. Um, I was yeah, it's the first thing I did. I literally became the Satan and nulled all your contracts. But anyone who's evil, their contract isn't null. They're gonna get soul eaten. I I didn't have a choice. To fix the matrix, I had to delete a whole heap of negativity, and that's attached to a whole heap of people. So they've got basically this lifetime and they never get another one again. This is it for them. The evil people. I'm not having them recycle back into us. I've told the evil god Baal that he can eat them. I've said Satan can have them and we don't want them back. In an attempt to give him back, he only wanted two things. He wanted a holiday and he wanted his souls desperately. So I think we're stealing them from him. Um, I don't know how else to put it, but I spoke to him in all different kinds of media as the Matrix programmer, took over my GPS and was driving me around on my own GPS. Um, Communicated telepathically and in words, written words. Like I would write just squiggles on a piece of paper and then I'd look at the paper and it would have a whole sentence. Um, they were writing things in the matrix code like on the sky, but it was moving so fast. Matrix code moves so fast. You read about 3 or 4 letters of a word and the word changes to another word and you're like, oh fuck, I can't keep up. Like, and you're just going like, you get the vague impression of things and the words keep changing and like it's like 17 people were trying to talk to me at once. I'm not actually sure how many people were talking to me, but I know Satan wanted me to be the whore of Babylon, and I was like, nah, I'm not evil. And Jesus wanted me to be. It was Dagon actually, not Jesus. I won't dirty Jesus' name. It was Dagon who stands behind Jesus, and it's the actual God. Um, and he came and he wanted me to be the bride of Christ. And I was like, fuck no, because now I know that Jesus isn't Jesus, so I'm not doing it. And then I also found out that like I'd have to get baptized to my God in heaven because I can't get baptized in any church in the whole world. Um, and I really stuck by the rules of the Bible. Like you guys are all heading for the big, bright, open gate that's in the churches to get to heaven. And that's the way to hell. Because if it's a church that works on a Sunday, it's not a church. If it's a church that has statues that you would pray to or light candles for or do anything, worship in front of, then it is not a church. Um, there's other things like I found the small, hard to get to gate. And I was like, yes, this is the way to God. This is definitely the way to God. But that started up my manifesting and all that sort of stuff. And as soon as I was free from the judgment day, because it's more like one day, you've got to go and face God for everything you've done here. Like absolutely everything. Even the shit that you're not proud of, that you did while you were alone, that you never told anyone, God's going to know all that. And the really freaky thing is, God doesn't even do your judgment. You do your judgment, so you can't even lie. I just decided to do mine fast, and now, because I always do things out of order. Um, but it was the hardest thing, forgiving myself and knowing that I'd put myself in such a horrible position for most of my life because I had no confidence, because someone told me I was shit and I believed them. So we're coming back to belief again. Belief is a magic power here. If you believe it, it comes true. Trust me. Manifesting is fun though. Like you might think, oh, I love that, and then you don't think about it for a week, and then like all of a sudden someone turns up and gives you it. Sometimes money will just start appearing out of nowhere. Just, I'm not saying millions of dollars, but like say you found out, I don't know, $5 to $10 in change. It's just like popping up. Like all of a sudden there'd be 20 cents or 50 cents or $1 on the carpet out of nowhere, and we didn't know where it was coming from. My friend's really good at manifesting. She showed me. I mean, she can instantly manifest where she goes, oh, I wish this, and it instantly happens. She also was the one that led me to the knowing that you have to be blank in your head. It's like you have to be meditating all the time. But sleep is meditation. So you should try astral projecting when you're asleep. Like, try to think, get a really, really, really like smushy blanket, and then lay on top of it, and then pretend that your body is sinking into the bed, and your soul is floating up through your body. And you'll get to the point where you can feel the back of your body, like, and the energy in the front of your body. And then you'll have to try and detach from there. I don't know if you'll be able to detach, but you'll be able to put yourself where you're above your body, but still attached to your body. I suggest trying that. I suggest that you start looking about 30 centimeters away from the walls, like closer towards you, and in the middle of the sky, not like at the sky, because there's magical beings there. And if you just like look but don't notice, does that make sense? You've got to just like kind of be in a stare and just observe what's happening without thinking, because the minute you think, they react and go away or hide, or they change stuff. So you have to like sit there and kind of stare and go, oh, what's going on there? I don't understand that. What's happening? I'm just going to look at this. Okay, that's happening. I wonder why that's happening. You can't ever actually come to a conclusion, or that will be the conclusion because you believe it. This belief thing really stuffs you up when you're first doing it, because everything you believe comes true. Like, absolutely. If you think you're a bit fat, you are. Do you get me? If you got to know that you're not walking around in the world, right? So this is all frequency, and it is a hologram. So the hologram, so these things aren't solid around you, right? Consider it like oil and water. So say the furniture is like water, and all the objects are like water, and we're like oil. So they don't mix together. They sort of repel each other. So the frequency repels each other, and it's moving at a different frequency, so it can't cancel each other out. Yeah, it's full on to explain. Once you get your head around it all, it's hard because, like I said, I'm a genius, so most people are stuck on most of the puzzles for their whole life, and they're never going to get to where I am. But I went to the end and peaked. So I came back and I figured I couldn't find any God here. I could find a Satan and I could find those star sign pagan gods, but I couldn't find any God. So I think you're locked out in the frequency thing, because I swear Baal would have done it. I don't know, but I couldn't find an actual God here. Like, not like we were told our God is like. And then as I was going around, I was like, no, you don't deserve to be God. I'm taking that crown too. Because I'd already, like at the beginning, I took over the Matrix right at the beginning. So as soon as I took over the Matrix, no one can kill me. Like I don't even know if I can die. Yeah. I've been programming the Matrix for at least since December. So I'm hoping with my changes in, say, the next 2 generations, the Earth's going to get better. But I couldn't just like delete everyone that was corrupted, because basically that would leave about 5 fucking people. You're all corrupted, especially those of you who speak the English language. You're on like 3rd or 4th generation English language now, so it's becoming hard for me to even understand you. And you will be finding it difficult to understand the words that I use, because they no longer mean the same thing. They've literally created a new dictionary for all the English words for the 3rd time. Like, did you know the word silly? The word silly refers to church people. Like, my priest is silly. And that is a reverence way to say, refer to church people, that they are silly. Cute is ugly but interesting. It is not pretty. Slut is a dirty cleaning woman. It is nothing to do with sex. Yeah, you start getting into all the words that are spelt the same, like birth and birth. There's a reason for that. That's the sovereignty. You really need to do the sovereignty test. A lot of people are stuck on the Bible one. I don't know how everyone got stuck on the Bible one. That was the easiest one. I read it and I'm like, God, this is the most satanic thing I've ever read in my life. And I'm like, why is Jesus shapeshifting? Why has no one told me Jesus is shapeshifting? Why has the snake got legs? Why are there many gods? Why is this one God saying that he's going to go and get the other God? Like, and I pointed it out to people that were religious. They go, oh no, it doesn't say that. I go, yeah, it says exactly that. Like, word for word, you're just ignoring it. And I don't know what you guys are doing. Like, but Old English to New English, L and J got mixed up in Old English, and you could use them like for each other. You just write the same letter, and people had to kind of guess whether it was a J or an L. So I was always bothered by the fact that God was love. I thought, my God is love. Love fucks me over. It nearly kills me. It makes me feel all right for a while, but then it steals all my fucking confidence. I don't want my God stealing all my confidence. I don't want my God associated with sex either. So I don't want my God to be love. And I thought about it. I thought, what if God was Jove? So I looked it up. God is Jove. Jove is Jupiter. Jupiter is Zeus. And then when I kept looking it up, I found Zeus at Cassiopeia. So I was like, well, I'm not having that god because I've read up on him. He puts a mask of other people's face on his face and sleeps with people to have extramarital affairs and make people cheat on their husbands with him. And I was like, no, you can keep that god. I think he can stay locked out. I don't know if you're religious and I'm offending you, but everyone needs to really do the historical search of the Bible, not the Bible search of it. Um, and everyone needs to research all the other religions because the answers are there. We're playing like one lie, and one truth and like 100 lies here. Um, there's a bit of a truth in everything now. You just got to pick it out. You Catholic, that's the worst one to be. The Roman Vatican cult church. Um, in 1933, the Vatican contracted for our Sister Key use, and they changed it into a Sister Key trust, which they attached to a um, hidden strawman secret entity that's a business that runs as a frontman for you. Um, and there's $1 million in the strawman trust, which is a red herring. Most people go hunting for that. But that red herring is to stop you from realizing that the Vatican also have two other trusts. One is to get your soul, and one is to get your body without a soul. I don't know why they want your body without a soul, but in actual fact, what it does is it enslaves you. So when you were born, they secretly took a footprint in red that is your life birth certificate. Your birth certificate is fake. It is for your straw man. Your live birth certificate is for you, your individual self. And if you sign your name, signing is for businesses in blue or black pen. Blue and black pen is for business use. Letters is for business use only. Title, Mr., Miss, Sir, and surnames are all titles, and they are for businesses only. So your straw man is the one that has all them, and you go around representing straw man all day long. You go to court for your straw man, you go to jail for your straw man. Your straw man holds all your and your licenses. They're called the privileges, and the privileges are what make you a slave. So when you were born, you got a live birth certificate, and that enslaved you with um, a body certificate with the Vatican Church, Seta Key Trust number 2. There is a Seta Key Trust number 3, the Soul Trust or the Baptism Trust, and there's the Strawman Trust. Strawman Trust, as I said, has got millions on him. If you would like to see what you're worth, because when you were born, you were weighed in pounds like gold, and then they put you on the stock market. If you're overseas, your baptism certificate and either your tax file number or your like government payment number will access the fund that got closed when you were 21. You were given a key to say that your account was closed at 21 and the Vatican stole your money. You have to pick up the Vatican Trust before 20, otherwise it goes straight to the Vatican. They set it up like that. Everyone will deny it, but it's true. I researched it. There's no way I can't say it's not true. There's no way I can prove it's true because everyone's been re-educated, is sticking to the correct rules. They've totally been re-educated. So I autograph in red pen with a drop of my blood, and I write something about it entitles me, um, and I am the executor and benefactor of the Go Teresa Andrews Trust, which is my whole full name in uppercase. And I won't be double paying my bills. I got out of some bills for it, actually. It was interesting. Okay, I'm losing people here because I'm talking sovereignty. But you need to get into the sovereignty thing. It's very interesting. No, buffering. Why am I buffering?